Hello, everybody! We're back right after the last one. We're kind of doing this 2-in-1, so I'm sorry if you had some steamy criticism for me in the last video, but I won't hear it till next time.
We promise to not forget anyone on the roster this time.
Yeah, we promise. We got it all ready this time. That's how you know we're real, though. We don't do no second takes. We do it all in one go. This is actually the third time I've recorded this. But it's okay. We're going to get it right this time. That's why we're learning.
Yes.
All right? We're learning. So, we're going to get right into the movesets. And you just sit back, enjoy, do whatever you're doing, even if you're doing something else. Or you can just follow along with us and argue at the screen.
We hear you.
We hear you. It's heartfelt concern.
Okay. So Peach.
Yeah, we're going with Peach. Now this is a complicated one right off the bat, because it cuts into what you value in a design, whether it be play style, whether it be whether the character is well designed as a fighting game character, or whether they represent their character from their home series very well.
Mm-hmm.
So, what camp do you think we should attack this from?
Like, I do think Peach does a good idea of getting across her character. Like, especially in the later games with just how, like, the add to, like, the heart particle effects. Mm-hmm. And the fact that she has a Toad helping her out with her grab and her pummel.
Yeah.
And it's like, that does, like, get across that, though, yeah, this is Princess Toadstool.
Yeah, where, like, the idea behind Peach is... She is, very girly, very feminine.
Yes.
Kind of a stereotype to the point where she's a pacifist and doesn't really... She kind of has these toads protecting her in the moveset, which I think is a cool idea. It fits her.
Instead of just using him as a human shield.
Yeah, that one's funny. But I think that was cool, even if it does kind of make it so Toad will never be a character. But, yeah, I think as far as representing her character goes, it's not perfect because she still just, like, beats your ass for a lot of it.
Yeah, like, her down tilt spiking you when you're on the ground is, like, good for her game plan.
Yeah.
But, like, it is, like, just funny. Just, like, when she kicks you,
God. Oh, my God, that hits.
Yeah.
Honestly, actually, I don't like her down tilt change in Ultimate. I think the old one was more fitting. Animation-wise, where she used the crown. It wasn't as violent as kicking your shins until you get sent up.
I like her forward air where...
Crown.
Bad bitch maneuver where she smacks you with her crown.
Yeah, the crown, the Rapunzel move.
Yeah. Tangled made this one.
Yeah. These are aspects I like. Like you mentioned, I love the particle effects. I think that was a really nice touch, and I think it adds to... It kind of reminds me of Super Princess Peach, which I think they could do a little bit better on. I think she could have some, like, maybe more parasol attacks.
Yeah, she really only uses it for her up special.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool if they incorporated that into her forward smash.
Yeah, like one of the tools could be, like, the parasol.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah... There's a few angles. People say that she's a bit too rough and aggressive, especially in her playstyle for how passive she is in the Mario series. And I can understand that angle, sort of, but their idea for Peach was kind of to throw vegetables at you the whole time. It's just that
Mario 2 reference.
People took her advanced mechanics really far and allowed her to be one of the better, have one of the best punish games.
Yeah, like I don't think Sakurai intended for Float to be ground to air game like City. Like, I think he probably just meant it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna float back to stage because she doesn't have horizontal. But it's like, you just gave this girl instant aerial moves on the ground, sir. You don't understand the implications.
Yeah, and I don't think they should take them away because, regardless of whether it was intended or not, or whether this aggressive punish game style fits her passive nature, it's a damn good fighting game design.
Yes.
It's so fun to be able to pull off these long, highly damaging combos. It's so satisfying to use and so satisfying to watch. Peach.
Oh yeah, like I don't play Peach, like, and I'm not good at her, but like I've seen what these people do with her, and it's like.
It's really fun.
She racks up damage so quickly.
Yeah, she hits like a heavyweight. And, like, I would probably... If I played on Pro Controller, I'd probably play Peach a lot. Because she's... in many ways, she elevates the design ideas that Ness has. And just takes it into a different direction. I really love the float mechanic. That was one of Smash's first, like, gimmicky type of extra additions onto the character, where, like, this isn't a move that any other character has. It's just a different mechanic entirely. That started in Melee. And I think that's really cool. Even though, in many ways, you could argue that there were plenty of gimmick characters in 64, because they were very experimental, like Jigglypuff. But Peach has a lot of fascinating things going, and even though, here's where I think that she falters, is that she's not a beginner character at all.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I mentioned this in my Peach video, I think is to a detriment, because she's one of the most popular Mario characters.
Yeah, like, like, I feel like if you have, like, a little sister or a cousin, you'd be like, oh, I want to play Peach, and then it's like, I'm sorry,
yeah.
Little
yeah, like, you're
one.
not gonna know what's going on. It's tough. I think that is actually a big flaw on the character.
It also doesn't help that her forward tilt is super bad.
Yeah, no, her forward tilt's not intuitive. It hits up. It's an
it's an anti-air forward tilt.
It's like this Guilty Gear ass 6P. And I think that kind of sucks. I don't think she's very intuitive. I think she does a lot wrong as far as a beginner character and being hard to get into, which sucks. But it's also like, I don't want to dumb her down, because she's one of the more interesting fighting game designs on the roster, and it would be a real shame to get rid of any of that identity. And there's actually a way they could have fixed this, and we'll get into it, but they didn't. Spoilers. But I'm gonna give Peach high marks.
Yes.
Like, I don't think that Peach fits the bill for this idea. I think her style is very fresh, honestly. I think that she still feels like a good design all these years later. She doesn't really need a ton. I think they kind of nailed it. They just need like a few fixes here and there, and it's just like nitpick stuff. But it's the only hard part is that she's trying to be two things, and she can't be both. As far as like this highly technical super combo character, but she can't at the same time be this entry-level beginner Mario character that many of them are. And that's a tricky thing. I think they should just go all the way, which I'm cool with. I'm going to put her here.
Yeah, I agree. Fantastic. Okay.
But, yeah, and the reason I said that this could have been fixed is because they, in Smash Ultimate, they added a clone of Peach. This is our chance. It's a highly requested Mario character, very popular among Mario characters, and she has the ability to basically take Peach's moveset and make it more entry level, more beginner. You know, Daisy has a more aggressive style
with tumble.
Yeah, better.
Tomboyish.
Basically, she could have like better stats. Easier to understand normals that are better in more conventional situations, but
like no float.
Yeah, maybe no float, but her jumps are really good. She has a better, maybe a higher going up B.
Yeah.
The issue is that this is not a different character. This is just Peach again.
Yeah. I swear, didn't they have like a difference early on?
I'm
then they
so
patched
mad
out that difference.
I am so mad when I think about Daisy, because this was one of the most highly requested characters in coming into Smash Ultimate, and they didn't do anything with them. Like this is not what Daisy fans wanted.
Yeah, and she doesn't even have different enough animations.
No,
like Dark Samus.
No, she doesn't. They didn't put.
So she's not cool in that way. No. I guess Daisy fans are happy.
No, I don't think they are. They're not. They didn't want this character. They wanted what makes Daisy special. Like, her personality doesn't come through at all.
Yeah.
She's still just happy, chipper Peach princess. She doesn't get hot-headed. Her moves are a holdover from what fits Peach. Like the Toad thing, that doesn't work for Daisy.
Yeah.
She has no association to Toad, and why the hell is she asking Toads to protect her? She would slap you into the stratosphere.
Yeah, she did that in Mario Party.
Her turnips, that doesn't fit her either.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't fit her either.
She wasn't here back then.
not what makes Peach a good design doesn't make Daisy a good design. They needed to put Daisy in the game, and instead they just added extra costume slots to Peach. And it makes me so sad. I think this is my least favorite character, maybe in the whole game. Because this character has such an obvious idea for where they could take their moveset. They could be wrong. Maybe they didn't want to do much. They could just do an alternate Peach with new ideas. But they didn't. They didn't do anything to this character.
They intentionally made them more similar.
Yeah, this character is nothing. This character doesn't... Yeah. It's so sad, man. You know,
it is very disappointing.
I'm gonna say Sakurai was misinformed.
Yes, I was thinking like, this sounds like a Sakurai. He did not know Daisy's game.
Yeah, he's never heard of Daisy.
He's like, oh yeah, that's Luigi's girl, and he was misinformed that Luigi is Daisy's girl. So he messed up.
He messed up. Don't just slap Peach's moveset onto another character just because they look similar. This character has a lot of their own things going on.
Like, but this shows like the power of marketing, because like not enough people are not upset about Daisy. They're not. How they should be.
Yeah.
But like literally, it's just marketing.
The
Echo Fighter. And it's like, yo.
They put their character into the game.
8 more costumes. We had this before.
Funko Pop. It's a point. Soy Jack. I know that character.
That didn't like a character. Yeah, Lil Mac had like 8 plus ults in Smash 4.
Oh yeah, no, I like when they do that. I like when they randomly just give a character 16 ults. For no
and then they removed it because I guess people had enough of Wireframe.
Yeah,
they should have made that Echo Fighter.
That was funny. No, if Little Mac gets an Echo Fighter, I want it to be like Mr. Sandman or something. That'd be dope.
Okay,
yeah, I'm tired of Daisy. I don't like this character.
Sakurai was misinformed. That's all there is.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He didn't mean to do this.
He did not mean it. Was a pure accident. We'll see if he makes the same accident next year.
Okay, Bowser. Let's bring some positivity into the conversation.
Bowser, probably the biggest glow up.
You think? Yeah. I mean, they've helped him so much over the years. Like, let's talk about where Bowser was at the start of the series.
He was literally a moving tank. He was a moving tank monster. Like his dash tech was him being clumsy. Like,
yeah,
he had the best get up attack.
Oh, good job.
That was something.
He had an up B.
but yeah, he was doing nothing, and he was bullied by everyone.
Dog shit design.
Yeah, and then in Brawl, it was the same thing.
No, but there's actually a couple cool nuances of Melee Bowser though. So do you know how his command grab works in that game?
I'm not informed. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a change in Brawl, but back in Melee, it was...
Oh, it was just the claw, right?
It was the claw. You could choose 4 directions to throw them in.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was one of his big things, is that the claw back throw is the strongest back throw in the game. It's stronger than Ness's.
Okay, that's cool.
That's fun. That's cool to do. It's hard to land, but... It's fun. I think Koopa Claw is actually a dope idea. I like that the outer hitbox is just a hitbox. His up B is fun to use on the ground. It's kind of
he spins. I hate the noise of Melee though.
Yeah, I'm a little more mixed on it as a recovery tool, because one, it makes it so that it doesn't look like it should go very high, and in Melee it doesn't. It makes it so that he doesn't survive very long. And as the heaviest character in the game, why not? I mean, if he had good jumps, maybe that could be excusable, but he doesn't. He just doesn't recover. So that was a big idea. They didn't really know how to make heavies for a while.
Oh, yeah. It took them, I would say, until Smash 4.
Yeah. They were, like, understanding why heavies were bad at that point.
Yeah, because, like, I know DD was, like, a good heavy in Brawl. But,
yeah, that
like,
was an accident.
Yeah, that was not on purpose.
That was an accident.
Coney would disagree, but...
No, I actually have a lot of good things to say about Brawl DDD, but Melee Bowser, they put him in, and they were assuming that his high power would make up for everything else.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even hit as hard as some of the other characters in the game.
Oh my god, like Fox up smash. Like, how can they look at Fox up smash and then look at what Bowser's doing?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Like you mentioned, I hate that a lot of his animations in Melee are just very clumsy. I hate that his back air makes him, like, stretch.
Oh my god! Yeah, where he he literally does his back attack.
Yeah, it was weird looking. And because they had to make it weird looking because back in Melee they didn't have moves that influence your momentum. They couldn't make it like Rob or Chrom back here where it moves you.
Yeah, and also it also isn't that like the end lag animation that move? Doesn't Bowser like land on his back?
Yeah, and like
he like tumbles a tiny bit.
He's a turtle.
Like they did him so dirty.
Yeah, I don't understand their design space a ton, where they were like, yeah, all of these weaknesses, it's okay, he hits hard. Like, no.
I've never been a fan of his down air. Oh, okay, I was a fan of his old down air in Melee, where he just like spins upside down.
Yeah.
But then they turned it into a dive, and it's like this sucks.
He can't recover.
Yes, and it's like you already have a dive or like a ground pound move.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So
That's something
so redundant.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. That's an issue I take with him, where he tips into that design space twice in his moveset, where like, yeah, I get that he can't land and he should have a way to solve that, but I think what you should do is just expand on down B. Like, imagine if you could delay the fall so that you can make people miss and then hit them. Or better, make it so that on top of that, he can destroy platforms with it, right? Like, he can destroy platforms for a few seconds. So that like he can't be juggled onto them, and like, oh, it'd be funny because Mario, he wouldn't be able to ladder combo Bowser.
Like they start off the match and Bowser immediately down specials.
Yeah, it feels like a boss fight, right?
Yeah, Bowser doing some terrain altering is definitely like something he would do in a boss fight.
Yeah,
so like it makes sense.
I think that's really cool, making it so that it alleviates his weakness to getting like comboed onto platforms, but it's also a trade back because obviously Bowser can use them for movement to avoid other people. So it'd be a trade off thing, and I think that would be really interesting. Bowser doesn't make very many interesting decisions in a match.
He hits you.
He decides when he's gonna hit you.
I do like that they made that the command grab animation is like him doing a spinning elbow drop on you, and it's like because like in Brawl it was already like he like spinning and does like a body press, and they just keep making it more insane. They had an explosion effect onto it too.
Good for him.
It's like he murders you.
And I like that. I like how it ended up, although I will say I have a soft spot for Smash 4 Side B because it was land cancelable.
Oh yeah, you and me got like arguments. Is like it's technically better now, but I understand your grievance.
Yeah, I think it was more fun to control, especially with the custom moves. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, the dash claw.
That claw, that was so fun.
Bowser short hopping and then dash clawing off the platform.
Yeah, into fair. It was so fun. No, that was so peak,
Bring back custom moves.
Even though Bowser has had flaws in the past, I appreciate the work that he's done on himself, and
he fixed his scoliosis. He stands up straight.
That helps a lot. He's still got a couple problem moves that just don't do anything, like dash attack. Like, thanks.
Almost certain that Puffs is stronger.
There's definitely still room to grow for him, but I think that he's a really good designer.
His flamethrower needs some work on it because like they keep making it deal like 1 billion damage.
Yeah, but like that doesn't feel like it doesn't feel powerful. Make it knockback.
Like they should do like or at least like the custom where it just shoots a fireball.
Yeah, no, I would in my ideal Bowser, he would be able to like charge it up, and the low charge is fireball. It's very weak, but then the more you charge it, he gets this giant flame blast that has knockback that just like kills you. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of thinking of like in my head, I'm just thinking of like Bowser's Inside Story, the excellent fire blast.
Yeah.
That was fun, and I think that'd be a cool thing to tap into because that's his best game. I think a big flaw for him is that he needs to show more of his personality.
Yes, because like again, he is Big Lizard Man. And that's why he only makes big lizard noises. Yeah. Even though he has a voice.
Even though he has a voice and a personality and has many games where he's characterized in a consistent way, they still don't care because Sakurai saw him as a monster as a kid.
He's Kaiju Man.
Yeah. So, honestly, that alone should probably put him lower, but I don't really care. I think he's a good, consistent design. Or, not consistent, but improved design.
You remember in Shulk's reveal trailer where Bowser is, like, hulking out and, like, a butterfly lands on his nose before Shulk murders him?
Yeah, that's neat, I guess. Yeah. All right, well, let's move on from Bowser, because I have a lot more nice things to say, but I think we've said enough. But let's talk about Ice Climbers. What do you think?
That picture looks like it's from Melee. Ice climbers. I like the idea. I do not like playing them, and I hate that like the cool thing about them is 100% unintentional. And if Sakurai had the power, he would not allow it. Like every cool thing Ice climbers have ever done, Sakurai is like head in his hand, like crying about it.
Yeah.
And like I feel like something went wrong.
Yeah. So like another Peach situation where he was like, "Oh, I accidentally made Melee too cool."
Damn it.
Even though they're not cool in Melee. Don't trust.
Like, okay, handoff combos are rad, where like the Ice climbers are working together to mess someone up. That's so cool.
It is a pretty funny idea.
It's not intentional.
It's not fun to deal with, but yeah, it is pretty cool.
But like, yeah, seeing like, because like I did see some clips of Ultimate where like Ice Climber, like one's on the top platform on Battlefield, another one, and like they like knock it up, and then it gets grabbed.
Yeah.
And then like the other one jumps and then falls up with a fair, and it's like that's so cool.
Yeah.
Like that should be their thing instead of we're weak by ourselves, but together we are like 1.15 of a character.
Yeah.
In terms of strength.
No, I think that don't make the same mistake as me. For a lot of Ultimate's lifespan, I underestimated Ice Climbers. They're not bad characters. They're good characters.
I haven't faced a good Ice Climber myself.
I have. It's not easy.
Okay.
I went to New Orleans, so yeah.
Yeah, they got ice mountains up there.
Yeah, they do. But if you want to fight the coldest Ice Climbers, you got to go to Canada.
Okay.
Right, yeah, let's talk about their design, because I agree that I think their idea is a lot cooler than their execution, but I just think the idea is so out there. Like, what other fighting game are you controlling these characters at the same time?
Like the closest I could think of is a MOBA that Heroes of Newerth. No, yeah. Where like they give you a champion that's like 4 champions in one. You control all aspects of them.
Yeah.
Like, that's like cool, but it's crazy to do that in a fighting game.
Yeah, it's so interesting. And there's so many different ways you can take this design space, because on its own, it's just hilarious that they're in the game. Like, Ice Climbers who? Like,
yeah.
Like, they were looking for a character to fit this gimmick. They weren't looking at Ice Climbers.
Yeah.
They gave them cryomancy powers because they thought it'd be cool. And it is!
It is cool. Like, I love that they got ice magic.
Yeah.
When can we get a new Ice Climbers game?
No, I don't want one. I'm good.
But like, yeah, I do like their the new special. Like, is it okay projectile? Why is everything reflected?
They just be too good. Do you want to talk about Loki? This is 2 Shotos.
Fucking sees a projectile and an advancing spinning move. Mm-hmm. Is this a Shoto?
And then you throw your wife. That's the Shoryuken.
That's what Ken did.
Yeah. So you're playing as 2 Shotos if you think about it. All right, but where was I? Yeah, I think this character is super, super, super sick. It's just that, like you said, the things that make them sick are things they couldn't control. They just sort of happened.
Yes.
And they keep trying to fix it. Like in Ultimate, they tried so hard.
Yes.
But they're still doing the same thing.
Nana will have a taunt animation when you throw. Turns out that's not enough.
Yeah, it doesn't work. They didn't do it right. With the power of 2, you can beat any solution. It's really funny. The only thing holding this character back is Nana's dogshit AI.
Oh my god. And they had the opportunity to fix it in Ultimate, but they refused to. Like, I think they want that to be a weakness.
Yeah, did you know that Nana's AI is not level 9 like in Brawl? It's like level 8.88 because it's a pun in Japanese that sounds like Nana.
God. Sakurai, of course he would.
It's the funniest fun fact of all time.
Like he's coding it, and he's like, they're in for a treat when they figure out this one.
Yeah. It's a pun. They got the Dragon Quest guy in the booth on that one. Yeah, I think that sucks. I think that Nana, their moveset in general is simple, but that's for a good thing.
Yes, you cannot have these characters doing crazy stuff when there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
That reminds me of like this old PM April Fools of Ike climbers.
Yeah, yeah.
Where it's two Ikes doing Ike stuff, but it's ice climb. But there's two of them.
Yeah.
Where it's like, and like that shows you like how ridiculous it gets when they do double Aether.
Yeah. It is really funny, and I think that their moveset didn't really evolve. It's just gotten weaker, which is it's probably for the best, man. I think that's fine though. That kind of shows that their moveset is really good though. It hasn't changed, and it doesn't feel the need to.
Yeah, like they already got like the basics of like, oh, forward air's delayed, strong, back air's quick, up air hits above them,
Yeah,
down air dive.
There's like two little Marios if you think about it.
Yeah,
like the down throw, up air combos. He's a little Mario.
Is this a Mario? Is this a Shoto?
Yeah. So I like how they are. They're fantastic, but I think they have a few flaws. Mm-hmm. Right? Or do you think they're too simple? No, they're not too simple. They're not at all.
Yeah.
All right. Now, next is going to be Sheik. Now, for some reason on the character select screen, Sheik is first.
She appeared. She was shown off to the world before Zelda.
All right. So we're going to go with Sheik first. What do you think about Sheik?
I like Sheik. Sheik is a Sheik ninja, of course. And it feels like Sakurai was like, I wanted to add this cool as hell ninja that does ninja stuff, and it fits perfectly.
Yeah,
like her normals, like they had to redo the specials a little bit, but besides that, the normals are perfect, and like they all like encapsulate what I think what she should be doing. She's like so acrobatic. Mm-hmm. Like I love her tilts. Mm-hmm. And like her aerials are also very good.
Yeah, they strike a nice line between like unique but still really but still simple enough to get the job done. I think also it's funny to mention first of all we got to mention that this character was originally a stance character. That's why their design space is very hyper focused. Mm-hmm. And it's why they, for many games in a row, they've had an issue, or I guess just Brawl, they had an issue killing.
Yeah, because like...
And Ultimate.
Yeah, because like in... Because of course, this is the original Pyra/Mythra, where it's like, oh yeah, Sheik does ninja stuff, which is why like all of Sheik moves are like very, very concise and fast.
Yeah.
But like the second that she was separated from Zelda, they gave her Bouncing Fish, which is like of course a kill move.
Yeah.
And like a little like has a little wind up to it, but like it also fits her moveset.
Yeah, no, I think that should have been there from the start, man.
Oh yes, but since she was attached to Zelda, I don't see them giving her that move. Yeah. Because they at least wanted to try and give a reason for you to switch.
Yeah, except in the first game they really didn't.
It just turns out she's better in every way.
Yeah, she hits harder. She does more damage.
She's faster, but she doesn't recover. Don't you remember in Melee you have to transform into Zelda recover?
Sometimes, usually it's enough. Like you go good distance. It just sucks that you get ledge hogged easily because you can just stand them away.
Yeah.
Honestly, more well designed than the current recovery, if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it should just be a win box. You should not be able to flinch on it.
Yeah, because the first one is like a violent explosion, but the second one's just smoke, so it should just have a win box and just be janky.
Yeah. But yeah, so we can talk about Sheik's normals. Jab has always kind of been a little weird. Like she doesn't have a gentleman jab, which is fine, I guess. I think the animation's a little strange, but it's not. It doesn't offend me. It works. It works fine.
Okay, yeah. Before it had the finisher in Smash 4 where she just like what does she do? Like
knifing you.
Yeah, she like knife hands you in like 3 angles.
Yeah. Her special moves have always been kind of dog shit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like Needle, that's great. That's one good special move. Let's look at the rest.
Yeah, we had Chain, which the chain was electric.
The chain was bad.
I don't know what did this move like. I want to ask Sakurai, what was the intended use of this move?
Like, what was the design space? Like, how ninja-y is this move?
Which scenario do we use this move?
So, yeah, what are you intending for this?
Because like at least with Falcon Punch, it's like, oh yeah,
it's a disrespect move. It's supposed to be bad.
Like, what is like? Can you dangle it over the ledge?
You can, but it's too slow to be good.
Okay.
It's a meme move, I guess. It's not that funny, usually. It can be funny.
It is funny when she's like shaking her arm around.
Honestly, Belmont jab should be like that.
The problem with, okay.
Alright,
tangent.
Now, Sheik's another case of, like, we have to look at what design aspect do we prioritize, because this character is entirely made up. They're not really like Sheik and Ocarina of Time at all.
Yeah. Where's the harp?
Yeah. So does that bother you, that they're not really like Ocarina of Time at all?
Not really. Like, maybe it's because I haven't played Ocarina of Time in like
what's
a
wrong
minute.
With you? You're literally wearing a Zelda shirt.
No, I said in a minute. I was going to say in a minute.
Right,
Let me finish my...
I'll stop jumping on you.
Coming down my throat, sleepy. But maybe it's because I haven't played Ocarina of Time in a minute. That like I don't appreciate Sheik as like Zelda, but like I'm just fine with her being a ninja. This cool stuff, like this is what Zelda Sheik would do in the story if we got to see her fight.
Yeah. Well, honestly, oftentimes I think of Sheik as not just Zelda, but as an alter ego. She can disappear as like another person, and I think. She doesn't like I said. I don't think it bothers me very much that she's not very similar to Ocarina, because all she does is like teach him songs.
Yes.
But that is her only thing, and she doesn't do it in Smash. She doesn't do that.
Like, maybe her taunts should have her playing the harp.
Yeah, exactly. I think that would be a perfectly reasonable place to put it, because in Hyrule Warriors, they just have, like, the harp do all these magic attacks, and, like, I think that would mess up her moveset. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think that would really mess up her playstyle. Her playstyle's good. That's not the issue. The issue is just that, like, this could be any ninja.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a early Sakurai thing.
It doesn't feel very much like a Zelda moveset, so I think just doing that alone would go a long way.
Like, she doesn't use like any tools from well, I guess until like the bomb, but like even then that's kind of
yeah, even the bomb I think could be better. Like, what if it was a Deku Nut? It's already hard to land. Why not make it stun?
Yeah,
I think that'd be cool. To like remove the wind box, make it a stun move.
Yeah, like she throws like a stun thing, and then she pulls the cord, and it just like flashes.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
And it wouldn't be. It's sort of like ZSS, where it's not as overpowered because she doesn't have very many raw kill moves. That'd be kind of cool. Me personally, Sheik would become an S tier design if they just simply retconned her into being a trans man instead.
So true.
And there we go. Then Sakurai would be in his bag. But as we have Sheik, very good design.
Yes.
Where do you think? Like, where?
I would put under Jigglypuff.
Under Jigglypuff? Better than Peach?
Nah, okay, above Bowser.
Yeah, because I think Peach brings a lot more unique ideas to the table than Sheik, who's just like a very solid, good character that's fun to play. And not much more, but like, that can carry you.
Yes.
Sheik's taunts are garbage. I just want to get that out there.
Does she even use a wire?
No, they made it up.
like in any of her moveset, right? She doesn't use a wire.
Maybe it's the wire from side B. Maybe. It's not good. I don't like it.
Okay.
Now, Zelda's next. This is a very interesting character.
Yeah, because, like, I think there's the special moves in concept, like, he cooked. It's just that the rest of this character is...
simple. Like I said, we have to start from the base that they were originally a stance character. Yes. So they're hyper-specialized and have many, many weaknesses.
She's so slow.
Many weaknesses that Sheik is supposed to cover.
She's so precise. She's so slow. Like, she's so immobile.
Yeah, like... the fact that they did split them should have warranted a complete design overhaul for both of them.
Yeah, Zelda should have gotten like at least something that helped with her speed issue.
Yeah, and I respect that what they're kind of going for here is like a tank that doesn't have any weight to her, and she's just supposed to zone you out. Except that she has like the most terrible zoning tools.
Like, she has like Nehru's Love is a okay get off me option.
Yeah, it's kind of an annoying move. It's hard. It's annoying to deal with for sure.
Like
it's a good reflector.
The
better than a cape.
The Guardian needs some changes. Like,
the
like
knight.
The knight. It like because like it's supposed to be like protect me, right? But like it just feels like it whiffs so much.
Oh, it does not. It's a broken move.
I just don't think like it needs like something to help like set up. Just because like
it can be hard to set up because a lot of characters have more range that can just hit her before it gets going.
Yeah, and the second like if she gets hit while charging, it just instantly breaks and puts it on cooldown.
Hey, that's healthy. In fact, I think if you break the knight, Zelda should take damage.
She's soul bonded.
Yeah, exactly. That is Zelda's soul. So, you know, I think it's kind of funny that they decided to put in a Spirit Tracks move.
Mm-hmm.
They like that. That's a random idea. I don't dislike it. I think it's cool.
A Spirit Track representation. Yeah. The best Zelda game.
Remember, it was the worst move ever in Smash 4. And I will complain about this because I played Smash 4 Zelda a lot. It was so bad in that game. I would take Smash 4 Zelda Normals and Knight any day. And Ultimate Knight.
Like maybe I don't know how maybe you can make her like allow her to hold it and give it like more startup to like launch the full Knight.
Yeah, like it could take a little longer to build and make it so you can instantly move. That would help.
Mm-hmm.
That would be pretty neat. So that you can choose to like either stay by the Knight to protect it or just have it go build itself while you do something else.
Yeah.
That would be an interesting design idea to explore. Zelda, like we were talking about earlier, has major speed issues because she's no longer has Sheik to rely on. I don't think she should necessarily be fast, but having any amount of movement would help.
Yeah, like I don't know, like maybe Nehru's love like gets her on the ground quicker or something. Like, I don't know, something that could help her.
Yeah, if it could help drift her recovery or something.
Yeah, like what if it like gave her like forward momentum if she used Nehru's love?
Yeah, well, it used to. They for some reason they keep making these reflectors bad movement options in Ultimate.
We don't want to give the kids like an idea called tech.
Yeah. You used to be able to Nehru glide. That was fun. Old Zelda was more fun. In this game, she kind of feels like King K. Rool, but girlier. I don't particularly like this idea. I play a very good Zelda main, and he doesn't even like this character.
Damn.
He's like, damn, I miss the old Zelda, to be honest.
And like the old Zelda was also trash.
Yeah.
So you know there's a problem.
Yeah, like, good job. You gave her one move. Now they are one move. Not fun.
There's Din's Fire.
Yeah, let's actually talk about the concept behind her moves. So, does she represent Princess Zelda well?
Zelda herself, no, but she does like a good job of showing
magic in the series.
Yeah, magic in the series with like her using Din's Fire, Nehru's Love, and what's the wind one?
Feyror.
Yeah, Feyror for a teleport.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you there. I think that representing the magic, especially, remember, keep in mind, Melee was a 2001 game. Representing the magic in the series was a really good call, and basically taking Link's spells from that game was really creative, and I think it was cool. Especially, I think it's cool, as the series has gone on, they've also solidified Zelda's connection with the goddesses, so, having moves themed around the goddesses' magic, really great. I love the idea. Why did you put him in the game like this?
Yeah, Din's Fire is such a weird, like...
It's bad.
Projectile.
It's not good. It's so slow.
Okay, like, the idea is like, okay, you're supposed to zone with this, right? And it gets stronger the farther it goes.
Yeah.
Obvious. But, like, you have to realize that, like, the farther a projectile you send out, the more
time you can react to it.
Yeah, and, the bigger tell. So it's like, what if they just move?
Jump? Yeah, what if I can jump?
And, like... And like, it's not even like, oh, just predict them, because like the explosion is like not like delayed enough to be like for you can like have the big like I call them out, and even if you did hit, it doesn't kill.
Yeah, no, that's the other issue with this move and Zelda as a whole is that it's incredibly powerful if you hit only the center part. The outsides don't kill.
Like, this should be a ranged Falcon Punch in my mind, where like the projectile is like a little bit slow. It should be a custom move.
So true, so true. Zelda had some of the worst customs.
Like the Nehru's one, where it gives her like no invincibility, but she just explodes.
Yeah,
they love doing that one.
What if they blew up? Oh, imagine that's why Ivysaur skipped out on Smash 4.
all of those specials can blow up.
Yeah, I'm good actually. I'll wait.
They would have the Pokeball switch be a blow. Okay, anyways, back to Zelda. Yeah, Nehru's Love is good, but it feels like
it's one of her good moves.
But like I feel the movie just feels boring because like it feels like it's missing something.
I don't know. It's not ambitious and it fills an important niche in her kit, but it like you said it doesn't. It's kind of boring.
It was prettier in Brawl, in my opinion.
True. So true. The I think side B is my biggest problem. I just think the move is badly designed.
Yeah.
The reward on hit is terrible. Because you can't accurately space that move, you just have to hope that they get hit by it.
Yeah.
In the right hitbox, and that sucks to deal with. Because at least for forwarder and backer, you can more accurately space it.
Mm-hmm.
That move, you're praying.
Okay, not gonna lie, I have never figured out the proper like spacing for lightning kick.
Oh, you just kick him.
No, but like every time I use it, it's like I never feel like I did that on purpose whenever I hit it.
Oh, my brother would get so mad in Smash 4 because I would be landing them every time.
Like I refuse to learn it. Like unless I can learn it by feel, I'm not learning it.
Yeah, no. They also changed the hitbox around from Smash 4 to Ultimate, so I don't play the character anymore.
They were cooking when they decided that like if you land the first hit of up special and they're at the right percent, you can land the second hit and it kills them.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. The other problem is that up special is an out of shield option, so that's obnoxious.
That's funny though. She teleports on you and like it sounds like she slices you in half.
Yeah,
it plays a slashing sound effect.
I don't know. I don't like her special moves. Like this is the clear cut most obvious good ideas bad execution character.
100%, a billion percent.
Yeah. I have more to say about Zelda, but I actually do need to keep moving, so...
Yes.
Let's talk about Dr. Mario. What do you think?
This one's short. Okay, Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario. This character is bad. Like, okay, we got Mario. He's a fast combo reliant heavy character, right? Mm-hmm. He has a projectile. He has everything. What if we take all of his same hitbox, same moves, but make him slower? Make him slower, not the moves. Him.
Yeah.
Slower, and only give him like a slight percentage damage up.
Yeah, he's like Mario with custom special equipment.
Yes, where like he just doesn't work like properly.
Yeah.
And like it feels bad to play him.
I'd agree. This is all coming from somebody who played a lot of Dr. Mario, so you know.
Yeah,
I would agree and say the same thing.
I foolishly wanted to main Dr. Mario in Smash 4.
I would say the same thing because I don't even hate the idea, like the base idea of a clone of Mario that's slower and stronger. I think it doesn't really make much logical sense why Dr. Mario is slower, but you know we'll roll with it. He's
down by his PhD.
We'll roll with it. The idea, though, falls apart in execution because he doesn't do much interesting with the idea. He can't combo very well, so he just ends up being this stray hit Ganondorf version of Mario.
Yes. His most interesting thing is that his pill is so much better.
Yeah.
And pill into forward air is real.
Yeah.
But good luck with that, buddy.
They could have built a whole moveset around that, like Mario, except that he's more based on getting setups with the pill.
Yeah, and that would make sense with Dr. Mario because like he uses the pill to cure you. Yeah. So yeah, he could like it would make sense for like the pill to like give the opponent like a debuff or something.
Yeah.
Anything.
I could definitely see this character working better if they were based around like projectile setups, like you know, like King K. Rool, where his moves aren't really meant to zone you out, but they just set up for crazy damage.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't really do that. I'm also going to say I'm not a huge fan of how they did his visual design. I think that they need to not more accurately, but like they need to better distinguish these two.
Show that like he's stronger because like unless like you look at the damage percentage, you don't know that he's stronger or there's much differences. Like his big example is his side special, the bed sheet.
Yeah.
It has more vertical range, but it has the same animation.
They fixed it. They fixed
it. They fixed that in Ultimate. But in Smash 4, it had more vertical range.
Yeah, so like they don't visually convey his gameplay changes very well.
Yes.
They gave him a couple cool updates in Smash Ultimate, but it doesn't really fix his core issues. I think what would be really cool. I mentioned this in my video, but I think it'd be cool for a physical redesign. You know, like Smash is no stranger to just adding shit onto the characters' models to make them different for Smash. I think it'd be kind of cool if they could visually update Dr. Mario so that he's different.
You said like an aged up
Dr. Mario,
like
an older Mario.
Yeah,
an older Mario would be great. Or you could just make him jacked. Why not?
Buff Luigi.
Yeah, buff Dr. Mario. I don't actually really want that change, but it would at least convey visually why he is stronger.
Yes.
And that would be a good thing to do.
Also, I don't know. They should do what that one mod does for his neutral air, where it has him like emit like an electric spark during the last hit to show that like, oh, this movie is like reverse powerful.
No, I like that it just asks you to look it up.
It's like oh, why like this move like he does it neutral air, waits half a second, and you just take like 15% from it.
No, that's awesome.
And it's like, what the?
That's peak.
So that by itself should be Sakurai was misinformed.
He forgot how sex kicks work.
It's funny though, but
you
put like some visual, buddy.
You just fall on Duck Hunt. He dies.
Put him down.
No. I'm gonna defend that till the day I die. But he is still a fraud character.
Yes.
Fraud.
Like, yeah, he just needs different animations.
Yeah, what do you think? Do you think it's a good thing that he just basically preserves Melee Mario's moveset, or do you think that he should further branch out into his own thing?
He doesn't even do a good job at like doing that because they removed his ability to float at all with Cape. So
yeah, he used to only be able to do it once. Now he can't do it at all.
Yeah, like he can't wall jump out of up special. So they don't preserve Melee Dr. Mario at all with this. But like down special, like I guess. But like even then,
they made it like the super kill move.
Yeah, it kills. It is a recovery tool, but you are not getting. You're going in one direction, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tornado does help him a lot. But let's just say I agree that he should probably change more.
Yes.
Now we go into Pichu. Pichu!
Sakurai was in his bag on this one.
You're right. You're completely right. I was
okay, Melee Pichu, right?
Mm-hmm.
Melee Pichu. This character is pure fucking comedy.
Yeah.
It kills itself.
Yeah. Like, you're right.
It's not stronger either.
It's not. That's the funniest part. I also. Oh my god. I wish they would keep going back to this. Because the design idea just of a clone character that is terrible. It's a joke character.
Yes.
That's funny. I like joke characters.
Yeah, like.
It's fitting because Pichu in the Pokemon series has one of the lowest base stats in the whole franchise.
This rat only does one thing: hold the electric orb.
Yeah, you help Pikachu learn Volt Tackle.
My God,
it's so good. I really like that. I like when Pichu is terrible but has like 2 broken moves. That's my favorite thing.
Neutral air.
That's my favorite thing. I wish that Ultimate Pichu had a lot of worse moves, but then his downer just spiked at every active frame. Like Melee Falco.
Yeah, Melee Falco.
Yeah, like this character is god awful. But
he hits you with the taser.
Yeah, like god awful, but randomly just kills you.
But like, there have been multiple recorded matches of me versus Logan where his Pichu, he would not hit me. I would not hit him, but I'm playing Ganondorf. He deals like over 100% to himself, and I forward tilt him.
Pichu's just like that, man.
Yeah, and it's like that's so fucking funny. You just die, and you accept it.
Yeah, no, he's
you have
great.
to hold that.
In Melee, I think his implementation was really funny because he's purely a joke character. He's not trying to be good.
Also, I like the misinformation in the trophy where they tell you, "Oh, just use your speed to catch items," but Pikachu's faster.
Yeah, no, that's the funny part. I actually forget if it's the same in Melee, but in Ultimate, Pikachu has higher movement stats. That is golden to me. That is golden.
This rat.
That is. Good. First of all, good representation. You did great, Sakurai. Hats off to you.
He cooked.
And second of all, that makes the joke a lot funnier.
Even the developers don't know what to do with them.
Yeah, in Ultimate, They made him like the kill you in one hit lightning loop character.
Yeah, like okay, like yeah, they actually tried with this one.
Yeah, and like I think it is funny. Like it can still be funny if you're either the best or the worst character in the game. I think that the middle ground they ended up on with later patches Zelda Ultimate is my least favorite. Where he's terrible, but he's not terrible enough for people to actually call him terrible.
Yeah, Pichu in Ultimate is a victim of being an early tournament winner.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that's 100% definitive proof that Sakurai and the team watch tournaments to decide their changes. And like, man, I feel bad for all the Pichu players.
Yeah, no,
Sakurai was on the building
pulse
with the sniper.
No, I would have been much happier if they just like made Pichu the worst in the game. That'd be a fun gimmick.
I would dropped his weight by another 10.
Hey, I would still play Pichu. I think he's fun.
They basically doubled his self damage.
Yeah,
so wild.
Yeah, like oh my god, that period of the game where you would just be dealing well over 100 no matter how you played Pichu. Like, oh my god, they never fixed his Thunder Gel, by the way. Good. I love Pichu. I love him so much.
Character, man.
He's going up here.
Yes, he cooked. Okay, Falco.
Falco is really cool. I love Falco a lot.
I love Falco. He bird up. He
gets
his cocky personality.
Yeah.
Like he gets that across. I love all his differences from Fox. Like even though consistently he's worse than Fox.
Yeah. Except Brawl.
Yeah, besides Brawl,
Brawl was Bizarro.
Brawl doesn't count. But like besides that, like I think I always liked him more than Fox.
Yeah. No, well, that's the thing. Falco, to me, was always the cool guy, Spacey.
Yes. Like, because Fox is too, like, even though Fox is, like, archetype is kind of edgy of, like, oh, the fast glass cannon.
Yeah.
He's too, like...
Straight-laced, you know?
Yeah, too straight-laced. Well, like, Falco is, like, fuck yeah, my down tilt kills you.
White people hold the gun like... Black people hold the gun like...
He does side-hand it. He shoots it. Yeah. New tier, black character.
Yeah. Excellent. The only problem is that he was so cool. We'll get to it. No, we'll get to it. So let's talk about Melee.
Okay.
Melee Falco is probably the most gold standard clone Sakurai ever made.
Yes. Like, it was only slight differences. Like, properties.
This saved development time and created a fantastic
one
character.
of the best characters ever.
Like, oh my god.
Down air, multi-hit. Down air, multi-spike. And it's like, yo, this is so cool.
This completely changes how he plays. Even though all you did was, like, change a few values on the move.
Yes. It's like, what if the lasers were a little slower, but they have a hurt, but they stun you? And it's like, yeah.
That's
this
new.
Is so fucking cool.
The Melee Falco is so cool because that's how you proper save time. All his animations are the same as Fox, except that they work so differently. Like, his up air is no longer a kill move. His forward smash is now a kill move. Like, his...
I love the detail on his down tilt, where it's like, oh yeah, because Fox's tail is furry. Of course it doesn't kill, but Falco's tail is sharp.
Yeah, I don't think it is, but yeah, you're right.
So it kills.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. Although it does kind of mess up the one thing they were going for, which is that Fox has way higher vertical kill moves, way more of those. Falco is supposed to be the horizontal kill move guy, but then they kind of just...
Well, I feel like you can say like Fox kills you up, Falco kills you down.
True. But yeah, they didn't follow that perfectly, but it's whatever. It's kind of like it's not even a pattern that they officially established. So it's fine. I think that these characters are so amazing. And I like the ideas that they were trying to go, because from an excellent S-tier clone in Melee, he obviously was updated as the series went on. In Brawl, functionally, a lot of his moves actually still work the same. He got a god-awful forward air that didn't do anything.
Oh god, the spin.
It went from awful to awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, like, multi-hits were fake in Brawl, again.
Oh my god. It's wild they took until Smash 4 for multi-hits to be real attacks.
Yeah.
And even then...
Attacks that do damage.
But even then, they weren't real.
Yeah. So Brawl Falco did retain some of his identity. They took away his shine, sadly, but they kept his punish game.
Yeah, but at least like his new reflector has like some personality in it. It's like, oh yeah, he kicks it and then catches it. Like that's cool.
That's one good thing they did about Brawl and Smash 4 Falco is that they expanded on the personality aspect, which is an aspect that typically makes you score higher on these design tier lists, making your personality more accurately shine through. The issue is that it comes at the detriment of his rock-solid gameplay.
Yeah.
Where, like, oh, this forward air is not very fun to use. Oh, this nair sucks. Oh,
I wanted to play Smash 4 Falcon so much.
Falco, yeah.
Yeah, Falco, but he was just so booty.
Yeah, like, they made his down air slow.
Oh my god! His down air was a travesty.
Yeah. Oh, it sucks. You can sit down.
Oh, yeah, I'm just, like, my legs.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. So... As the series went on, they made his animations better and then made his gameplay worse. Until the point in Ultimate where his animations are great, but he's a cornball. he's no longer the cool Spacey. He's corny.
Yeah, he is a little corny. But like I still find him fun.
Yeah, no, playing Falco is great.
It's funny, like, when he up throws you and up airs you, and you get sent at like a weird angle.
Yeah. I think that's fine. Playing him is cool. I just think that he's not raw anymore. He's not raw. So that really sucks. And that begs the question of, like, how much should we prioritize personality and growth on a technical level? Like, he has grown. That's undeniable. But does the direction matter?
Like, personally, I want to say Sakurai was in his bag, but, like, looking at him now, like, I feel like Toppa fantastic, but a few flaws is for him.
You think?
Yes. Like...
I actually... I don't know if I want to knock off so many points, because this is is it still a recent development? Yeah, I guess it's not. It's been kind of going... He's been growing this way for a while.
Yes.
It sucks.
Okay, at the very least, he's Sakurai was in his bag bottom.
Yeah, I think...
Because, like, I feel like by next game, they're going to change him a little bit more.
I'm comfortable with that. Like, imagine if his shine was the same, but it just sent up instead of forward.
Yeah! That'd be so cool, instead of him having this booty new reflector.
Yeah, where you can, like, combo it into...
Nothing. It does nothing.
Yeah, it's a big disjoint.
Disjointed reflect... That's the one thing you want. A reflector that's disjointed.
Hey, it's frame 1.
Ah, nice.
Anyway, let's keep going.
Marth? Okay, Marth.
Yeah, let's keep going on the positive train. We're going to Marth.
Okay. This is the first Fire Emblem character.
Absolutely.
So, he swings his sword. But, like, even though he's just swinging his sword, I appreciate that, like, he has, like, some flair to some of the moves.
Oh, yeah. His
like,
animations?
Yeah, his forward smash, peak.
Pretty
like, cool. That's why most Smash clones copy it when they make their own sword character.
Yeah.
They copy that animation.
Yeah.
It's such a good, like, it partially anti-airs, but, like, it just, like, the
arc
of it.
Oh, very anti-airs.
Yeah.
I assure you.
But, like, yeah. Even though, like, he's sword McAnime guy, but, like, he is sword McAnime guy. Like,
yeah, can you believe
Dancing Blade?
They were gonna cut Marth from the the Western version of Melee.
That's crazy to think of.
Yeah, like, imagine you get the most baller character in Melee, and he's just not in the American version.
Like, would we have gotten somebody to replace him? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
They thought about it briefly. They were like, oh, that doesn't make any sense.
Let's give him less content.
Yeah. You're American. They'll
get over it.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, what else do you think? Like, how does he represent Fire Emblem?
I think the Tipper mechanic as a whole was very smartly, like, used to, like, show the strategic how Marth is meant to play strategically.
Yeah,
like ways like microspacing.
Of course, prioritizing positioning.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like that does like a good job, I think, of like keeping it. That's like because he's not like he's more than just swinging his sword.
Yeah, a lot of strategy characters tend to make their character very slow.
Mm-hmm.
Right, in movement at least, and in frame data. Like, Robin's a good example. They're a great strategy. They emphasize strategy very well.
Slow walk speed.
Yeah, like they did it too hard. They made him too slow.
Yeah.
Whereas Marth, he's emphasizing strategy, but in lightning fast, quick second decisions.
Yes. And like I think that's a good job of showing the character.
It's genius.
I'm also a very big fan of the shield breaker. Like
I'm not.
It's your shield is gone.
Yeah.
Like it also like in my opinion it shows that like his Falchion is like good at like destroying like enemies like typically high defense enemies.
Well, it's like the rapier.
Yeah.
Which he starts with.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it feels like it has effective damage. Yeah.
Effective on shield. Which I think is cool. I love Dancing Blade, even though I think some of those options probably don't do anything. Yeah. But like, I just love the idea of like having a move that's
it's like a Rekka.
Yeah, a literal like a Rekka move.
I think it could definitely be expanded, but I do love the idea. I like the old games, like in Melee. Did you know?
Yeah, like the third hit of the down one spikes.
Yeah,
like that's a neat.
That's
and it's
so
like
cool.
They should like bring stuff like that because like now Dancing Blade feels like all the hits are interchangeable.
Yeah, you just mash side B.
Like the only difference is like the regular fourth forward can kill if you hit with a tipper.
Yeah,
but besides that,
it's hard.
Yeah,
that's an ultimate issue, but we'll get to that.
I love Dolphin Slash.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, a Rising Slash, good out of shield option.
He's a Shoto.
More Shoto allegations.
He's got an invincible Dragon Punch.
Counter is not. It was good.
For
if it was the only counter, I would be more fine with it. But by the fact that there's so many,
yeah, he spawned an army of clones. He's Darth Vader.
Yes,
because like,
because like you could make the case that like if you space the counter, you can hit with the tip of the slash.
I don't even think that's true.
It should be because it has the thing effect.
Sometimes they lie.
Yeah, like did you know that back hit of Marth's down smash is always the tipper effect?
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't play the tipper sound effect.
True.
But like yeah, like I would be fine with counter if not everyone else had it.
I'm gonna speak on that too. I agree. I think Marth is one of the best designs in the entire game. I really love the way that he translates Fire Emblem gameplay into a fast-paced, it's kind of dance. It's kind of like a dance. You're going back and forth, trading, and him weaving right outside of your attacks because he has so much range.
Yeah, and his fast walk speed.
Yeah.
To make him look like elegance.
Yeah, no, a lot of his moves exude elegance, and I appreciate that. He's very royal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really dope. His normals were well designed. His specials even, I have a lot of nice things to say. I think Shieldbreaker is also a pretty clever reference to the rapier. It feels pretty nice to land. The side special could be more complicated. That's a case where I think it should be more complicated.
Yeah, like they made it too interchangeable.
Yeah, like that's good for Roy, that's fine. But like for Marth, this should be a move that you aren't just mashing.
Yes.
And for Up B, my only complaint is that it has invincibility in frame 1.
He needs it.
It's too Shoryuken.
I assure you, my sword character needs an invincible get off me.
And for frame 1? Okay, sir. And we'll talk about counter because if any character in the roster should have counter, it should be Marth. However, while it was a good representation at the time, I think it needed to have evolved.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't actually think counter represents it perfectly the way it works in Fire Emblem, because Fire Emblem, it's obviously representing the counter phase mechanic, right?
Yes.
And in that game, you prepare, you take damage, or you dodge it, and then you deliver a counter attack.
Mm-hmm.
And in Smash, he just gains full body intangibility throughout the whole thing. I think there should be an opportunity to either dodge it or get hit, take the full damage.
Yeah, like maybe if counter instead played an animation of Marth dodging the attack.
Yeah,
like that would be cool.
Yeah,
and Ike tanks it.
If you get hit in the later part of the counter frames, then you take the full damage, but still hit them.
Yeah. But if you time it perfectly,
then you dodge.
Yeah, Marth does a sly dance dodging animation,
twirl,
and counters.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah. But we're stuck with this.
Yeah, and I honestly don't think all the Fire Emblem characters need this.
Oh my god.
You could cut down on so many counters if you just made it like Terry, where you spot dodge and protect. That's a counter, yeah?
Yeah.
Marth, I think, could use the counter on a special move because I think he's the first Fire Emblem guy. He's supposed to represent their game mechanics as well as he can, and I think he does that almost perfectly.
Shout out to Robin.
Shout out to Robin. Shout out to Byleth for still trying to be a counter but making it bad. And yeah, so we're gonna go very high. Maybe even the highest on the list so far.
I think that's fair.
I think it's fair. Yeah, I think he's better than Falcon. Because he hits all the right boxes. He represents Fire Emblem very well. He's incredibly fun to play. His visual design is almost perfect. Like, what else? They clearly put a lot of time into him. And if his moveset is so classic that it will never be bad.
Yes.
Like, in Ultimate, it only feels bad because of the engine.
Yes.
If you have a good engine, he should not be feeling bad.
Yeah, it's because microspacing isn't a thing in Ultimate.
Yeah. So, as long as you have a good engine, Marth will feel good.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the most fun characters in Brawl, so that even he does a little bit of heavy lifting.
Marth was also fun in Smash 4, but...
Yeah, no, he was. Alright.
Oh my god. Jab into forward smash Marth.
Too much.
Why, they should bring it back! Only when he gets the tipper.
What about Lucina?
Okay, Lucina. Okay. What if we have Marth, but we looked at all the things that made him interesting, go, fuck that, I just want to swing the sword.
Yeah. Yeah, but... Alright, here's where we start to, like... I'm gonna lower my standards, because the past couple Smash games have made clones so unbearable that I kind of like this one.
That's the sad part, where it's like... Lucina is interesting. Is not interesting. She's not interesting, but she is different from Marth.
Yeah, she adds a new playstyle.
Like, that playstyle being, I don't want a space.
Yeah. And in Smash 4, it was kind of a good interchangeable decision you have to make. Like, is this matchup good for Lucina or Marth? Because they're both good, but one of them gets more reward if you're willing to make those hard plays in space correctly. But Lucina... in Ultimate, typically, Marth's reward is still good, but the risk is too high. There's such a low chance that you're actually going to hit those.
There's so many times where, like, my opponent's at, like, 180. I'm playing Marth. I forward smash them at the other end of the level, and they don't die.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
And Lucina, I appreciate that they at least do a different thing. I think they could... I know that their whole deal is that they are pretending to be Marth.
Yeah.
But I think that they could still add her own personality a bit into there.
Yeah.
Like, me personally, I think that Lucina and Chrom should really be echoes of each other.
Yeah, they should. Because, like, yeah, the whole deal is that, like, literally in that cutscene where Chrom is fighting Masked Lucina, he's like, what the... You're fight... You know my moves.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, she has his fighting style.
They can still be derivative of Marth, of course, because it's all one family.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that they should borrow more from each other, and Marth would actually feel more unique on his own like that.
Yeah.
Because as it stands, everybody is trying to be Marth, and it's getting old, man. I know it was a good design, but it's getting old.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Do
you think it's too simple? Do you think it goes here?
Yes. Like, she's so carried by Marth. Just because, like, when I, like... Because, like, she's still, like... She still does, like, the flashy Marth stuff, but, like... She's just boring.
Yeah. I agree. Alright, now let's talk about Young Link.
Young Link.
What are the cool clones from Melee?
I like Young Link, actually.
Yeah, like Fast Link?
Yeah. I like the flame arrows. I just like that he's so mean looking. Like, he always has a scowl.
He has the
face.
Chad face. Chad 9-year-old.
Mewing since birth. But, like, yeah, I do like Young Link. And, like, I feel like he does, like him being in the roster does, like, do something good. Because, like, yeah, like you said, he is, like, fast Link. And he does, like, he's a projectile character that's also, like, a combo character.
Yeah, no, I think that's an interesting aspect of his character where his projectiles, you throw them out and annoy people, but his goal isn't to keep you away. His goal is to find a good distance where he can throw the projectile and then do, like, 70 damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he tries to weave his combos, his projectiles into his combos. Like,
yeah, that's cool.
I've seen Young Link fire arrow into short hop, fire arrow into up special.
Yeah, I've seen him use literally all his special moves in one combo.
He is breaking that special button.
Yeah. So the character is interesting. We can also talk about his beginnings in Melee. Do you know much about him?
I do not know a lot about.
Yeah, well, he wasn't a popular character in that game. His fire arrows went a lot less distance.
Okay, yeah, I remember that much.
He had funny angles on his side B. He had really silly glitches, but so did Link. I think one funny aspect they didn't translate was his down air. It was a little down air. If it had a very small sweet spot on the hilt of his sword that had a spike and it had a fire effect.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty fun.
I do remember. Yeah, the hilt having a spike.
I'm really glad he doesn't have a spike in Ultimate. I think this character would be too much, honestly.
Yeah, because he already pogo sticks with that thing.
Yeah, it's. Do you know how much damage that thing does?
How much?
Just as much as Link.
And can he hit like twice with that in like one down air?
Yeah, and then he gets a combo off that.
I still remember like him doing like grounded up special into up air.
Yeah, no, my mind was blown. This character has
that was pre-released. That was like leak footage.
When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, this game is going to be interesting."
You were right for 4 years.
Oh, true. But yeah, so Young Link's combo game is really, really crazy. I enjoy that part. But how about representation?
I like the fire arrows, but he doesn't he doesn't really do much that show Kid Link. He's literally just like Link but small. Yeah. Which is not Kid Link. Because like the fire arrows are nice, but like it really should have been like a slingshot.
Yeah, I agree. That would have been cool because I think a lot of the character is trying to be Ocarina of Time Link. But he has these weird inconsistencies. Like the hook shot, he uses Adult Link's hook shot.
Yeah, which is very weird.
It's whatever. I mean, I'm fine with it. It's cool. It could be the gold thing, but whatever. I don't care that much because it's not going to come up much. But it stacks up. It adds up. Like the bow, he could only use in Majora's Mask, so it's kind of strange to base this off Ocarina of Time and have that. But
also, only fire arrows is kind of weird. Like
yeah, no, I agree. But I would save that for like if Champion Link was going to have different arrow types, that would be the link to choose for them. Like how I did it in my video was that when he shoots an arrow, he picks it up, and then when you knock a second one, it's a special arrow. It can be any of the like fire, ice, electric.
Like in my mind, I was thinking like, what if he just cycles through it?
Yeah, like Sora deal. It could be fine, but I like a little bit of randomness in my life. As it is, Link's is fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
I just think, I mean, it's hard to rank him low because Young Link isn't trying. He doesn't have lofty ambitions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like again, being a clone from Melee, they were like, what if you make this another character, but just a little goofy?
Yeah, like his idea is to be a clone character, and I think he succeeds at that. If he was trying to be a wholly unique character, then I would be more harsh. But he's a clone. I can't judge him that harshly. Could he be 10 times better? Yes, but that's not what they were trying to do.
Yeah, like I think he's good enough.
I hold characters like Mario to a much higher standard than Young Link. I don't even think he can go with accuracy issue. I think it's just like he's great. It's a little simple. Maybe higher than you.
Yeah, like maybe like you said, like have some Majora's Mask mechanics in there.
Oh yeah, no, that would be great. That could go a long way. But next is a very, very hotly contested character.
Ganondorf?
You can go first.
Okay. Me and my friends always called him the old ass man. That gray hair old costume. He was always our favorite. His forward tilt sends you at the FU angle. If you're a bad character, you're not coming back, Lil Mac. He is just so fun when you hit somebody because like you're just fishing for it. Like you don't play the game for a good minute, but then you hit him with one forward air and it's like, oh, it's even.
Yeah.
Like he's so fun, but this is not the king of evil. Like
yeah.
Like this is a big evil man, but he is not the king of evil.
He's trying. He's ironically too honest.
Yes.
No, honestly, no. I'm kidding.
But like, yeah, this is 100% a fraud.
Yeah, he's a fraud. He's a fraud for sure. This
is not Ganondorf. This is his cousin.
Who let him in?
Blood thinks he's on the team.
Do you think? Because some people would say he's the worst in the game as far as representation.
Yes, because like okay, like yeah, Sakurai was definitely misinformed because this is not even a case like this is like Melee was like we need another clone character for Captain Falcon. We need another clone character. Ganondorf has similar body type. Fuck it, put him in. And like that's cool and all.
They had ample
We
opportunities.
had multiple games, and the funny thing is that they gave him less differences than Falco animation wise.
Yeah,
which is funny.
They're trying harder on Falco.
They tried harder to make Falco different from Fox and make Ganondorf different from Falcon.
We really screwed up with this Falco character. He's so fun.
Ganondorf, you're doing good. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's just like it's very surprising. Cause like,
I guess like
they're attached to his gameplay feel.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that. But Sakurai is very stubborn about how he changes characters. He doesn't like doing it. He's like, no, I did it right the first time.
But like, even though they did that to Bowser, though.
Yeah, they kind of did. I don't know.
Like, I think selective. Like Smash 4 should have been the evil villains get the glow up game.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's just disappointing seeing that like they're dead set on Ganondorf being this.
Yeah.
Even though he shouldn't be.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say, well, he is absolutely abhorrent at representing the Zelda series. I think as far as representing his character, it could be worse.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he's got a nice set of taunts.
He is, yeah, also he's so mean. Like, the fact that he kills you with 3 hits is like, yeah, that's rude.
That's the Triforce of Power coming in.
Yes, he punches the hell out of you.
Yeah, like, his power level, it makes him a bad character, but it also makes him feel like he's the big boss tyrant. I think he should honestly have a lot more BS. To make him like less easy to cheese, make it easier to cheese other people.
Like maybe give him some armor on something.
Oh, true.
Like I don't know.
They hand out armor nowadays. They just forgot about him.
I don't know. Like maybe his side special could use 1 hit of armor. Maybe
you're just saying that because you play Incineroar.
Like I'm just saying. Like it doesn't make sense that like any multi-hit he reaches for you with that tri-hand of power and it's like the rat spun on you.
Yeah. No, it's funny looking at how bad it is compared to Incineroar side B.
Oh my god! Like you get like nothing from Ganondorf side special, but Incineroar gets the world.
Yeah. Like here, you risk everything by throwing this move out there. It's not a recovery move. It kills you if you do that. And
your reward is you get a 1/3 chance of hitting them.
You get a tech chase, and if it's on the ground, then your chances decrease. They can tech it and do whatever
for some reason.
Super cool. Like, super long.
They really should just made it be like they really should just went screw it. It kills. They give him the kill custom move that kills you at like 90 because he just like pops your head.
Yeah, you can time B like a Incineroar. Yeah. They could do a lot, but they aren't choosing to.
Yeah. So I like Fraud or Sakurai was misinformed.
I'm gonna go a low end of Fraud.
Yeah.
Because he still has some nice ideas. It's just that like it's even. It's a worse case of good ideas, bad execution, because a lot of his ideas aren't new. They're Falcon's ideas.
Yes.
Like, why does he do that for up air? Like, who told him to do that?
Old ideas, funny execution.
Yeah, true. Alright, now we'll talk about Mewtwo.
My favorite Lucario clone.
True.
I like Mewtwo.
Yeah, you can go first.
Like, I like Mewtwo. This is their second case of doing a glass cannon character?
Let me think. Because, like,
look at the roster in Melee.
Maybe Kirby.
Nah.
Jigglypuff, maybe.
Okay, the third case of doing a glass cannon character, but instead of being, like, small, like Fox or Kirby or Jigglypuff, this one is super big. Mm-hmm. Like, his tail is huge, and he has, like, a...
I mean, if you think about it, Ganondorf dies in 1 hit if you put him on stage.
But like I do like how some of his specials are just like him doing like psychic confusion moves,
random shit.
Where it's like his side special is like he like flips you around. His down special he disables you for a second, and it's like I think that's cool, and like that shows like the psychic type that's like like. He has power over, like, he can use his psychic ability to have power over you. Like, that's cool. Yeah, that special being such a fast teleport is rad. That's like a boss character move.
I disagree, but we'll keep going.
Okay. And I like Shadow Ball. Even though it's kind of, like, that one buff in Ultimate where they made him be able to rapid cast Shadow Ball was so funny.
They made him a zoner accidentally.
Yes, I don't know why they did that.
I'm so happy I have
the same patch where they nerfed Wolf Laser.
Oh, true.
But he must pay for the sins of his model, and his tail will keep getting him hit.
Yeah, I like that they keep putting Mewtwo in the game and making him bad. Like, why? That's a choice. His traits should make him a good character.
Yes.
Like, if you're just thinking Mewtwo, he's a murder machine. Mm-hmm. He's huge. He has huge hitboxes. He has disjoints. He's crazy fast. Crazy fast. You chose to make him light. He doesn't have to be. He has everything you could possibly want. Amazing throws, good recovery. Like, why is he bad? Oh, we did it wrong. We trained him wrong on purpose.
Achilles heel. Achilles tail.
Achilles everything, man. His whole body's a heel. They keep trying to make Mewtwo bad, I think. This is sabotage.
Also, this is eternal reminder. Never name yourself after the character you're maining.
So true.
Mewtwo King.
Shout out Mewtwo King. Shout out Mewtwo King.
Hasn't played Mewtwo in like 10 years.
Yeah. But I'm going to say I actually don't like Mewtwo very much. I don't. A lot of people love him, and I just can't connect with it. I don't think the character is particularly fun to play. I don't think the character explores new or particularly new, interesting ideas. I think that the character just feels kind of clunky despite their high speed. I also don't think that I think their normals are a huge miss for me. I don't like their normals.
Yeah, like he should definitely use like more like attacks.
Yeah,
like okay, maybe for like the normals is physical attacks, but like his specials are like other moves. Like I do like his forward aerial being
Shadow Claw. Or
yeah, Shadow Claw.
Oh, they call it Shadow Scratch. They can't have a reference in his moveset.
Sakurai was misinformed.
Yeah, well, he was.
But like, yeah, I do think it's an idea. But like, most of his two of his aerials being his forward tilt, his up tilt, being a tail whip.
Yeah, no, I think that they went way too far
much into
on
the tail.
Like
Sakurai saw the tail and was like, "That's a club."
Yeah, it's kind of. It shows that sometimes his design philosophy of exaggerating a character's biggest part for their normals, sometimes that goes wrong.
Yeah, because like, okay, I can understand for the back air.
I disagree. That back air looks horrendous.
No, but like if he coated his tail in like psychic energy or something, and like used it like a club, but like I would be fine with it.
Like, it kind of reminds me of M. Bison, where, like, you have these cool-ass powers, and you're just using it to do normal moves.
The stomp.
Yeah, like, that one's not even a psychic move, until he does the shadow swipe. Yeah, I don't like that. I dislike Mewtwo for a lot of the same reasons I dislike M. Bison, actually. I don't think his normals are good. I hate that they use the tail for 90% of them when he has such cool moves. He's the ultimate Pokemon. He knows, like, every move ever.
Yes.
And he could do a lot more cool stuff with his second abilities. Like, what if he could, like, lift rocks and, like, throw, like, rocks?
Yeah,
like ancient power.
He should, like, one of his moves should be, like, Focus Blast. So, like, he should be doing, like, everything.
He should be doing
like,
really
different,
powerful
like, colors, like, instead of just
exactly.
black on all
exactly.
of them.
Like, do you know how much type coverage he has? He could be Fire Blasting.
Yeah, like, what if his back here was him using Iron Body on his tail, and his tail turned, like, steel?
That'd be cool. I'd be okay with that. I think that this character could be a lot more visually interesting. And I think the normals really do kill it for me. I think his grab game is good, but like kind of worse than I expect.
Yeah.
Aside from me memeing on you and saying that down throw F smash is true because I always hit it.
Okay, it's because I air dodge because like you're gonna jump and forward air me.
Oh no, it's a true combo. You're not doing.
You're gonna jump and forward air me.
I'm like 8 for 8 right now.
It keeps happening.
But. Yeah, I like down tilt. If there's gonna be one tail move I want to keep, it's gonna be down tilt.
He moves. He whips that tail so fast in that move compared to his other ones.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That one's fun. I like that move. What else? What else, Mewtwo? I don't like you. Your
I like how they update his up smash to him summon a galaxy.
Oh yeah, that was always there, but it looks good now.
Yeah. And also it being as fast as out of shield options.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Poor Mewtwo.
They don't want him to be good.
At least make teleport faster.
My issues with Mewtwo are also his special moves. Shadow Ball is really boring. Like, it's good. It fits him, I guess.
It's another charge shot. Not his strongest charge shot, but he gets to shoot it faster.
Yeah, except no, I don't think so. Charge shot has so little in lag.
In Ultimate.
Ultimate. Yeah, in Ultimate.
What?
Dude, charge shot's like plus on everything.
No, I'm talking about like rapid tapping.
Oh, well, I guess. But...
No, like Mewtwo definitely fires that fast.
Well, I guess, but like if you're gonna be charging it most of the way, that's usually how you want to use it, and they're both very fast.
Okay, I haven't seen a Samus rapid shoot the charge shot.
I don't think you're supposed to rapidly shoot it, even though that would
Yeah, but like you can rapid shoot Shadow Ball, so like that's something Mewtwo has.
I guess. If you want to use 5 Shadow Balls in a row, then good for you.
Like, I mean, it's poke, and it stuns them if they just try to stay, they have to jump.
So sure, Mewtwo has that little edge over Samus, but I think the move is really boring. They also took away the one cool thing Shadow Ball did in Melee, where it had a hitbox on charge.
Oh yeah, it's because Lucario. They gave that to Lucario.
So sad, but yeah, Shadow Ball is just kind of boring. I think Confusion's a mess.
I like the idea of Confusion of like, oh, he has this like command grab that can like set up.
What was that the idea in Melee? They didn't do it right.
They still haven't gotten right in Ultimate.
Yeah. In Melee, the move didn't reflect projectiles. So like,
it's so funny.
It's one use.
Mewtwo goes and just gets hit.
Yeah. Well, it reflected them, but it didn't change owners.
What?
Yeah, it was not coded right. So, Mewtwo could reflect a missile, and it would just phase past Samus.
No, I'm just thinking of Mewtwo playing 2v2 with team attack off. He side specials the missile, hits his teammate.
Yo, true. Oh. Oh, poor Mewtwo.
Whoops.
Keep cheesing Falco. Just keep doing it. I think up tilt or up special is also boring. That's a theme with these, that I think his specials are boring.
I just like it how quick. Okay, my problem is that like it puts you in free fall, but like if it was like a quick teleport that he could act out of, that would be like a cool like boss character. Because like boss characters usually have teleports.
Yeah, I guess.
So like that would be like cool.
I don't think. I think that it's just kind of boring. Like there's so many teleports in Smash.
It's basic, but like he should have been like, oh, it's the quickest one.
It's also
because like compared to like Sheik and Zelda's who have wind up.
Yeah, I mean Palu's is also that.
Yeah, but then they made Palu, so you know.
And it doesn't help that his air dodge kind of just looks like teleport again. So like they could have just gave him a good air dodge.
That's a Smash 4 problem. Okay, when we reach Smash 4, we got to talk about that.
All right. Well, the issue, I think they could have just given him a big air dodge and then like a different up B. You know?
Yeah.
And if wave dashing was in the game, then that would look cool.
His wave dash makes him invisible.
Yeah, but that is how Mewtwo is right now. I've got to judge him, and what do you think? Because I'm going to be harsh.
I would say accuracy issue.
You think? Is he inaccurate? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he just doesn't explore his ideas well. So this is a. This category is not entirely accurate, ironically. But you know, maybe that's its thing. This thing is mid. I don't think he explores his themes particularly well, and I just think he would be due for a good upgrade.
Yes. Like I said, like make all of his tail moves like I don't know, like different. Like,
just different moves.
Oh, like maybe up tilt has him do like workup or. The one that raises like attack and special, like the orange like thing.
I don't know how that would work, but whatever. I just want to see him do cooler stuff.
Like I'm just saying that
he's
like,
a big cool ass ultimate life form.
Like I think maybe all of his tail moves should like have like this the typical like stat raise effects on him on his tail. Be like, oh, the Iron Body defense up, the up tilt, the back air maybe being like amnesia, like the purple.
I just want to see less tail moves. That's all I want to see.
I don't think that's ever happening.
I'm so sick of them. All right.
I just make it cool.
Now we talk about Roy and Chrom.
Roy Fire Emblem, who
Yeah.
made his debut in Melee.
He did make his debut in Melee. He's an OC.
Sakurai saw this guy and wrongly guessed.
Yeah,
So he was actually missing
He
4.
didn't get it right. Do we actually put him down here? It's so funny. No, I think that'd be funny. For the record, Roy is not that bad. Even though he completely changed the direction of his character and completely ruined, like, how the...
Public perception of this kid.
Yeah, he completely trashed on, like, what Fire Emblem 6 established him to be.
Yes.
However, he's really fun.
Yes, he's so fun. He's so bad in Melee, but it's funny.
No, I miss Melee Roy.
He's so funny, though.
I miss Melee Roy so bad you don't even understand.
He loves that his dash attack doesn't work.
He loves it. I love it. I love chain grabbing people and then getting F smashed. It's really funny. Melee Roy is kind of beloved to me. I love that he's I think he's also a joke character secretly.
Yes.
They just made Marth and made him terrible, very obligatorily.
Yes, like he does like nothing. Like all he has is down tilt.
I'm glad you didn't correct me on my use of the word, but yeah, he's terrible. I think he was trained wrong as a joke, definitely, because there's no other way you could make a clone character and then give him worse frame data on everything. Like, oh, I'm gonna make Marth, but I want this version to be slower and weaker.
Yeah, like the idea of, like, if you don't know, is that Roy is like, oh yeah, hit with the base of the sword. So he's like, oh, he's like a rushdown character. But that doesn't work with being a clone of Marth because Marth can't support that.
Yeah, they made his frame data worse so he can't approach.
Yeah, and also it doesn't help that the hitbox on the sword strip doesn't work a lot of times.
Yeah, he has no range.
Like, so, they messed up on him, and he's funny. And then he took a break.
He took a break. He was like, cool, I got my ass beat.
He hit the gym. He reached chapter 18?
True, yeah.
And came back promoted in Smash 4, where he was okay.
He was okay, yeah. I like the new animations they gave him. Some people don't. They're like...
Yeah, they make him look more wild. Like, the way he swings the sword. Like, instead of looking elegant, he swings with his full body.
So Sakurai doubled down.
Yeah.
he was like, you're wrong.
No, this kid is crazy.
You gotta believe me. You're wrong.
Yeah. Like, Smash 4 was Roy getting to his own, but, like, unfortunately, he was still... You can feel the cloneness of Marth.
Yeah.
Which will never be washed off it.
No, he's definitely still a Marth guy. Like, all his moves are Marths.
I find his up special funny.
Yeah. He's the Ken to Marth's
literally
Ryu.
Like, it's 1-to-1 Ken to Ryu. It's like, oh, beginning hit Shoryuken versus multi-hit flaming Shoryuken.
That was the idea that Sakurai had, where he was like, oh, well, we got this sword guy, and we've got this red sword guy. What if he was Ken? It's funny. It's pretty funny. So yeah, like we've established, he's possibly the least accurate character in the entire game. He did actual damage to his character.
Yes. People were playing Fire Emblem 6 and thought they weren't going to get like a walking poster board for a character. Yeah.
It's really funny. But like we say, I think they made his moveset pretty fine-tuned in Ultimate. He maybe I'm in a conspiracy right now. Maybe his moveset is dog shit, and he only feels good because of the engine.
No.
No, remember Smash 4? He's not any different.
No.
No, I think if you put this character in a different engine, their flaws would start showing very fast.
No, there's no way. Sleepy is crazy once again.
Listen, I may be crazy. However, I think I'm onto something.
Bro is onto nothing. So where should he go?
I think it's really funny to keep him in this tier, even though he technically doesn't deserve to be.
Yeah, this feels the most fitting.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like maybe you could like draw over Roy's picture.
True.
Comedy.
Lol. Is he? Or we could put him in fraud, but no, this is funnier.
Yes.
All right, no, I'm gonna keep this like this. And we'll probably like make a real placement later.
Yes.
How about Chrom though?
Chrom.
How you Chromin'?
Yeah, this is. I feel like this is fraud.
He's a fraud?
Yes.
Really? A lot of people hate on Chrom.
Again, just because okay, Chrom's weird, right?
Yeah, you go into the awakening side of things.
Okay, right. Chrom is Lucina's father, right? So like him and her not having the same fighting style is very weird.
True.
Chrom gets Aether, right? Which is like, oh yeah, so like you expect him to use Ike's Aether as his up special. He doesn't. He uses Soaring Slash, which is a Smash original.
My OC.
Even though Sakurai had a perfectly legitimate excuse to give him Aether, which is weird. Then you have his up smash, which, if you don't know, Roy's up smash is a multi-hit fire that ends with explosion. Chrom doesn't have fire, so they make it a multi-hit wind slash that ends with like a burst of wind.
Yeah. That's random.
Again, they didn't need to do all that. So, this character is just a combination, like, he is a victim of his circumstance.
Yeah.
And Sakurai being weird.
The only way you're getting in is as a clone, alright?
Yes. Can I at least get Aether? Oh, you'll get Aether, alright.
Like, that's the funniest part, is that he's actually one of the more well-designed clones, in my opinion. He's probably my favorite new addition, my favorite new clone addition in Ultimate.
Yeah, because, like, he fits Roy's playstyle of being, like,
Yeah.
wild rushdown, but instead of needing to, like, make sure you get close, it's you just make sure you throw your sword at them.
Yeah, like, this is what they should have pasted Roy's playstyle onto. Like, Lucina and Chrom are both a lot more fitting for the aggressive playstyle that they gave Roy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just sucks that they happened all in the wrong order. It went all wrong. They're all messy. And like you mentioned with the up smash, I think it's particularly funny because Chrom's magic stat is abysmal.
Yes, that's why.
I was at 2020, and I had 3 magic.
Yes, do not have him marry Muriel. You're botching Lucina.
Yeah, no, please don't.
And you're botching her daughter.
It was pretty funny though.
I mean her son.
Chrom, but like I said, I want to love Chrom. I want to love him because I think his personality fits Roy really well, but
Yes.
his animations kind of don't. I don't think his animations...
Oh my god, his jab.
Yeah.
Because, like, okay, Roy holds his sword backwards. Like, well, you can probably put it in the
Reverse
joke.
grip?
Yeah, reverse grips. Chrom holds it like a normal person. They have the same jab
Like a
animation.
normal person.
They have the same animation. So for Chrom to do the slash Roy does, he has to like hold his arm at a weird angle and like flex it.
Chad grip.
Chad grips it, and it just looks so awkward seeing him do it.
Yeah. And then they put it in engage. Oh my! Like
it's canon.
No. We have to put him lower now. Like Roy, you're damaging his reputation.
He has made the franchise worse, Sakurai.
Oh no! Now you've done it. Now, yeah, Sakurai. I like that Chrom is here. We have all the Awakening characters in Smash, which is that's nice to see.
Yeah.
I just think that they definitely went about it a strange way.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's funny because if you didn't know, in Smash 4, Chrom was considered but wasn't put in because he'd be a clone of Marth.
Little did they know.
And then they added Lucina. So I think that's funny. There's interesting things you can do with Chrom. I think that there's cool playstyles you could branch off from Lucina, where Lucina's a little more careful and measured, but still has this aggressive fighting style that's different from Marth, whereas Chrom leans into it a bit more. Just stringing along the more powerful attacks.
Yeah.
That'd be neat. But also he would have the weaker recovery still, whereas Lucina would kind of combine Marth and Chrom's recoveries, where she has a good ascent. She doesn't just die. But, yeah, like I said, she just sacrifices a bit of damage. That'd be cool. But that's not what we got. So where's Chrom going? Fraud?
Yeah, fraud.
How fraud?
I think above Doc.
Yeah. I think he's a better design than Doc too, so I'd sign on that.
Okay.
Now, last one of the video, Mr.
Game
Gamer
Watch.
Watch.
This character is so cool conceptualized. Like, this is a 2D man in a 3D world. They somehow did it. He is nothing but frames.
Yeah.
He has no in-betweens.
Oh.
And yet he looks like he's moving.
I did it. I found the 2-frame.
Like, I feel like him as a character should be Sakurai should get an award for making this idea work.
Yeah, I agree.
And not making him look ugly.
Yeah, I feel the same way about Ice Climbers. Like, that idea is so weird and out there and hard to put into a game, and he did it.
But this one's on a visual standpoint.
Yeah, and I agree. I appreciate that. Like, it laid the groundwork for Paper Mario can make it.
No. But okay, enough talking about his visual design. His gameplay.
Yeah, should we start at the beginning or just skip to the good part?
What is the good part of Game & Watch? Because that's the weird thing, is that his design is that he has weird attacks every here and there.
Yeah, well, first of all, we can't talk about representation very long because this is an original character in Smash. And he's just here to represent the Game & Watch series, which I think he does perfectly. This is
yes.
If we're just talking about representation, S tier.
Yes, it did take until Ultimate for them to really hammer it in.
Yeah.
You know what game he is.
Yeah. He's now the manhole guy.
Yeah, he's now the Native American guy. Don't look that one up.
Oh no. No, Game & Watch. Don't get racist.
He is now the bomb guy.
That's funny. But yeah, in Melee, he was just this weird Mario-y guy with bad everything.
Yes, didn't work. His shield didn't work.
Good. I wish that was an Ultimate. You get the best out of shield option. It's bad.
Okay, yeah. Whoever thought of making his up special not put him in free fall, or at least some variation of it, where he just allowed to do anything out of it.
I think they should be thrown off a building. You can have a parachute if you bring one.
If they get invited to the top of the Nintendo HQ, they better bring the parachute.
Oh, did you bring the parachute? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Damn.
Anyway.
But yeah, it's that feels like something that they would have changed if this game got more bounce patches.
Yeah, no, they wouldn't.
Because it's such an obvious flaw that would be you just give him 1 second where he has to float back and forth.
That would require them to remember this character.
Yeah, but to be fair, it took a couple of years. The Game & Watch players are smart. Mm-hmm. It took them a couple of years before they started going, let's pop off.
Yeah.
Nintendo stopped caring about the game.
Yeah, we're
the Pichu players get fucked.
All the top players think that Game & Watch is low tier? Bet.
Who Meister?
Yeah. Well, Meister was I'm alright, I'll be a low tier hero.
Rubbing his hands. Yeah,
so in Melee, he didn't have great beginnings. I liked his nair in that game. That was fun.
Yeah, the parachute that killed. That was neat. And I loved the startup animation.
Yeah,
of the parachute popping out.
They took it away, but I liked that move.
Yeah.
In Brawl, he got the fishbowl, which didn't work because it's a multi-hit in Brawl.
Yeah, it was a multi-hit.
What else did he get in Brawl? Anything, maybe?
Cook, Judge, no. I don't think he got anything else.
I like Judge. We'll talk about that. In Smash 4, he got a down throw up air. That's the most love he got.
It was called the doot doot.
Yeah, the toot doot. Yeah, something like that. And that's about it. The character's been boring for a long time.
Yeah, and I don't know what changed.
And then in Ultimate, they're
let's make this character goofy now. His up air, no longer a hitbox. Now it just shoots a projectile.
Yeah. They were just enough is enough. We're making him good.
I hate credit cards. Give him a bomb, make him a terrorist.
Yeah. In Ultimate, they had this big problem of thinking that the mid-tiers being mid-tier was a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did you assume we wanted a top-tier Rob? We were fine with him.
Why'd you make Palutena, good, but in the most boring way possible?
That's true. She could be good, and I'd be okay with it, except that I just think she's boring.
Yes. But this is about Game & Watch, who, they made his up special just...
the most broken thing ever.
Even if you block it, he's out of the way.
Yeah.
He's safe. You're not chasing him. He's so high up. He can do anything.
He might down air you.
He might down air you.
Which kills.
The real Keyblade master.
His balance is atrocious. I don't want to talk about that too much because he's my least favorite character in the entire game. But just on a design perspective, I question what his archetype is. Like, what do you think his archetype is?
Like, I think this is like he's like the most. I don't think there's a name for it, but like he just pulls out random shit.
Yeah.
Like he is the Faust pulling out random stuff with no RNG.
Mm-hmm. True.
Like, just because like all his moves are weird.
Yeah.
And
no, I'm mad because they look weird. They're so simple. They're so boring.
Yeah, they look okay. Yeah, because like you look at his down tilt, the manhole.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, that looks silly.
What is the hitbox on it?
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah.
That one actually is funny because it doesn't hit aerial opponents. Only grounded. Like, I don't know.
Realistic.
They allowed him to have one bad move. It's fantastic.
The up tilt?
No, it's down tilt.
Oh, yeah.
This up tilt does something. It comes in the back here.
His forward tilt where he just like teleports a chair on your head.
Oh, yeah. That one, it breaks your entire neck. Or your shins if you're tall. Goodbye.
It's just sending you at the FU angle.
It does. Well, kinda. Almost. It's a low enough angle. It kills.
But, like, yeah. He just like, pulls out random stuff.
He does not have a very defined archetype. They throw a lot of normals on there.
Like, I guess he falls under bait and punish?
No, he's more like... He, like, waits for you to hit his shield. He's, like, turtling.
Yeah, like, he's, like... Like, close enough. Welcome back, Steve.
I watched Meister's Guide on Game & Watch. He suggests spamming up smash in neutral because it's hard to punish.
Yeah, his head is invincible. It turns out when your head's in a fish, in like a diver suit, it's hard to hit you.
He says, don't worry about neutral. If you just up smash a lot, you'll condition the opponent to play the game, and then you hit them for doing that. This is not a good design.
Yeah. I like the down smash.
Yeah, no. But I'm trying to hold back my bias for 1 second because gameplay-wise, worse in the game. As far as representation, from a visual perspective, he adds a lot. He's cool. I don't think he should be gone. I think he has a fun personality. You have to make it up, but it's fun.
His personality is being weird.
Yeah, and that's
non-binary.
Fine. That's fine. It's fine. He's not actually non-binary. He's a mister.
Him.
Yeah. Mr. Game & Watch has pronouns?
Where's Mrs. Game? That should have been the costume. Anyway, so where should he go?
It pains me. You go first, because I'm trying not to put him at the worst.
Good ideas, bad execution.
That's true. You're right.
So how's our list looking?
That's a good point. We should review these. So, like, Marth, do we still think he's in the best? Do we miss anything talking about Marth?
Don't think we missed anything.
We didn't talk about how the up air doesn't have a back hitbox.
They didn't fix that?
No. Roy's does.
It builds character. Yeah, because when he does it, he like moves his sword into the foreground.
Yeah.
And during the last bit,
I'm not that flexible. That's pretty funny. Captain Falcon, we didn't talk about his atrocious up smash.
You mean atrociously powerful?
Yeah, like, I don't know why they coded it like that.
Why does it's like stronger than some smash attacks.
No, most of them. It kills, like, I'm playing this, but it kills me at 50.
Have you ever been kicked in the head by a grown-ass man?
He's not even using fire or anything. He's just hitting you really hard.
Chaw! Like, he just does, like, chaw after it.
Yeah, and he doesn't have end lag ever. Anyway, but that's not against his design. His design is pretty simple and effective, and I think he represents F-Zero very well because, he kind of feels like... Oh, I didn't mention that as far as his controls. I think that Ultimate ruined him because they tried to make him feel like a car.
It's funny, but I get what you mean.
Yeah, like, he can't steer. Like
him running back and forth.
No, cars don't move like that. You gotta commit. Like, no, stop ruining him.
Again, his Achilles ankle. Give me that.
I really hope they fix that next game. Fox. I think we kind of said all we can. We put him high as an apology.
I would still put him there. Sakurai was cooking.
Yeah, he was. That's why we have 3 of them, and they're all peak.
Yes.
Pikachu, like I said, there's just
better.
There's so little flaws to even discuss.
Pichu is comedy supreme.
One of the gold standard clones. Falco,
Yep.
also the same. Ness, I'm really being held back because he should be at the top of the list.
Yeah, he should.
Jigglypuff.
Yes.
Yeah, Jigglypuff.
Honestly,
some would say she should go in the top, but I do hold those flaws against her. So I think this is a fair placement.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And Peach also could even go higher, but we're just going to keep them here for now. And you guys can tell us which of these you think.
Yeah, let's hear some feedback. Let's see how wrong we are.
We did 24 characters in one sitting. I'm sure that our opinions will change. I'm sure that I'll even want to discuss these characters further when I think of more things, because that's the issue with these types of things. I stew on them, and I have way more to say after the fact.
Yeah, like... later on you're gonna be like, dang, I should have said that.
Yeah, like, no, I have so many design notes that I have in my notepad, but I just can't think of them off the top, and that's part of the practice here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this generally will give you a good idea of what I'm thinking, and this tier is kind of weirdly defined as well as this one, but
yeah, we'll polish out the tier names
maybe. But for now, this is how we're going to do it. And hope you'll stay tuned for next time we cover Brawl. Some of the most enigmatic and interesting characters the series has ever had. They're some of the best, some of the worst, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Brawl was back to being experimental like 64.
Can't wait to talk about Meta Knight.
Yeah. So, all right. This was great, but see you next time. Say goodbye.
See ya.